Yeah, everyone, what's good? Walking out here, it's a beautiful day, a little chilly, but I'm heading to Best Buy. I'm gonna try out the Touch today. Running a little late, so I'm gonna speed a little bit. Hopefully I don't get a ticket, and then I'll jump in here and have some fun. All right, give you guys my review. First, I'm gonna give you guys my good first, impression. All right. All right, everyone, here at Best Buy, as you can see, waiting my turn over on the Oculus so I can try out Touch. Give you my impression in a bit. And I can edit that down.
So if you've done it already,
If you want, you can say hi to the camera and I'll make sure I put you in. You can say Best Buy.
Alright. So you're going to want to put it on back to front like a baseball cap. I actually taped off a mark just to make sure that people know they are.
Alright,
like the shoes. Well, yeah.
Way too tight. There we go. Got it.
So you're going to want to take about a half step back and about a quarter of a step to your right. And then putting the tape marking there so nobody ends up.
That's his hands.
So I'm going to loop it around your wrist. Then do you play video games at all?
Yeah.
What type of games do you play?
First person shooters mostly.
Alright, so after the initial part of the demo, which will basically give you some instruction on the touch controls.
I shouldn't have did that.
Huh?
I said I think I touched the buttons too soon because now it's starting talking to me.
Alright, so after the initial part of the demo, you'll have your choice of games. If you're a first-person shooter player, I would recommend going with Unspoken.
Oh, I can't hear them both at the same time? That sucks.
Should be able to do... you can do fireballs
and you can do fireballs and shit, but you can't do your spear at the same time.
Yeah, you can't do the spear. I think it ends up being overpowered.
Those are price tags. The big square ones. There's a slide one. And then the sticker ones is the one.
Normally $1,000, and now it's $800.
You can't see it. Back up just a bit. It's okay. This is just having a screen in that world.
Oh, crap.
Wait, what's it called?
It's an efforts made for years that some questions about the Chromebooks. If you want, you can break the toilet or the tub that's down to the right.
What's that?
The tub down to the right
Oh.
is actually destructible. Oh.
I missed it.
Alright. Go loosen the controllers.
There you go.
Welcome back. What did you think?
I had to get used to the controller a little bit. I got big hands, so it felt a little like just my three bottom fingers
Yeah, it kind of hangs off.
Yeah, and I was creating a cramp in my index finger. So I think once I got a little bit better with that, I can see it being a lot better.
It's kind of finding the right way of doing it.
Yeah.
So that it's comfortable.
Right. So yeah, I don't know if you noticed, I was always trying to make my adjustment on the fly, but I think over time I
mean, with it being, a lot of this stuff being open sourced, there's going to be a lot of third-party things. I'm sure that at some point they'll come out with actually like grip extenders.
Oh yeah, that would probably be awesome.
I know, just like they Oculus released the
The CAD. Yeah. They just did that. Well, they only did that like about a month ago.
about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be interesting to see what they do about the gap around the nose.
Right. Well, that doesn't bother me at all.
There are a few times where, like, if you like, the way my setup is, it's going to go right in front of my face.
Right.
So when the sun shines, when the sun shines in, with certain games, it does reflect up in.
Yeah, see, mine is set up. I'm in my basement, so there's no light, there's no nothing. I don't know. I never had the leakage of light coming in.
I have mine from. I only have one store. So.
Oh, okay. Nah, totally get that.
Yeah, and then with the glass, with it being a glass top,
Right.
it just shows right up in there.
Right.
It's not too bad, except when I'm trying to play like Deep Valkyrie.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Like I said, I'm not so sure Unspoken is going to be for me, because I didn't like the way you had to throw the fireball. I would have preferred just to
Have a gun.
Yes.
I'm really interested to see what they do with that. The ability to have the grip button could really add a whole other dimension.
Well, and I thought it was very easy, and I guess maybe because I game and it's a lot like the Xbox controller, but I thought it was very easy for me to get a handle what to do with this controller.
Yeah, it's very similar. The only real difference that I noticed is there's no D-pad.
Well, yeah, of course, because you don't need a D-pad.
So it does keep everything very similar.
Right.
Even the menu buttons are designed similar to the Xbox controller.
Well, you know it's the design team of the Xbox controller that designed that, right?
Yeah.
So, would you explain that?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see exactly how they get everything set up as far as the actual first-person shooters, guns, and determining the whole. Like, from what I've seen so far, the biggest issue I have is, and there is no now currently, first-person shooters movement.
I just want them to use a stick. I want that option.
They have Warpack.
Yeah, I play Warpack.
Alright, so I was playing Bioshock. And the issue that I run into is the head look is turned.
Yeah, which is annoying.
There is no separation of the head look.
Well, have you ever played? No, you haven't. Have you only played the CV1?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've never played the DKs. On the DKs, Half-Life 2 was in VR, and that was by far the best.
That's what I keep hearing.
Yeah, it was the best control sequence for a first-person shooter in VR. That what they did was there's an invisible box in front in your view, right? If you're moving the right thumbstick, it moves the reticle within that box. Only when it starts coming to the edge of that box does it start to turn. Okay. Your head moves regardless, right? And it's only when your head moves to a point that the reticle comes to the end of that box does it then drag the reticle up also.
So it ends up being kind of like a.
It's kind of a blend of the head and the thing.
I've been trying to figure out if you can run the DK2 and
Cannot.
they won't run on CV,
No, they won't run on CV.
which makes no sense because of the CV games were developed on DK too.
Right, yeah, but it's the run times that are no longer supporting the DKs. And once they went past 1.4, I think it no longer supported the because the DK2 stopped at 0.8 or 0.9. So that was the issue. I mean, when it was first released, then they still worked for a little bit more, but then not afterwards. And the only thing that stops the CV1 from being able to play Half-Life 2 is that there's no extended mode for this. Which, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't know why Valve hasn't just patched and brought it over into direct mode, because if they did that, then everybody would be able to play it.
Well, it's like Steam VR, I've had issues with.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I can't even get it to launch.
I can get it to launch, but it's a little wonky, and most of the time when I'm in that launch thing, I'm below the floor.
I haven't run into any issues. Like, I haven't even gotten to the point to see if there's any issues with the Oculus with it, because it won't launch. I contacted Valve support, and they're saying, oh, it's an audio device. Well, I unplugged everything except for the Oculus and the sensors, and the keyboard and mouse, and it's still saying. So my only thought is it's the motherboard I used.
Well, you might have to reinstall, because when I first got my thing, I had to something like that, and because what it wouldn't do, it wouldn't start up because it wouldn't recognize my Oculus. And then I uninstalled it, even like when they said, do you want to also everything? I took everything off.
Like, I wiped Steam.
Right.
I took off, actually uninstalled Oculus, reinstalled Steam, reinstalled Oculus.
Did you turn on the thing that says you're allowed? All right, everyone. Just finished up here with my demo, and I did get a chance to play with the Touch. I like it. It's very lightweight, extremely lightweight, and actually, it's mostly comfortable. There's one thing that I had an issue with. I wish the grip was a little bit longer, because my two bottom fingers here were coming at the very end of it, and because of how I had to kind of hold onto it a little bit better. And then use my index finger in order to hit that button right there. I was starting to get a cramp in my index finger because of just the fact that of how I was holding it, because of the length of it wasn't that thing. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna have some people come up with some extenders for people with big hands or whatnot in order to get that working. One other thing that I did not know, and I don't know if there's any information shown so far about that, but it actually uses a AA battery inside the Touch, so it's not it's not a charging system. Like I was thinking that it would have a built-in battery then you could have like a charging system for it, but no, that's not the way it works. You know, the guy said they're using rechargeable batteries, and they take it out and you know, charge it up and then put in another one. And he says each time with each charge it lasts about 12 hours. And since it's not running all day every day, it goes a couple days. And he said also that that it's whenever you pick up the remote or you use the Xbox controller, that the Touch automatically turns off. Other than that, they're always on. Okay, so if you want your Touch to be off, you have to then pick up the remote and then start manipulating the remote, and that would tell the system to turn off the Touch controller. And then I guess once you pick up the Touch controller, that automatically turns them back on. Which is, I'm like, wow, I did not know that. And now I'm even wondering, are they on even when my PC is off? Is there some kind of thing that I can, or they're probably just only on when the Oculus Home is up. So, because I would hate to think that I'm sitting around, goofing around on my PC, then I pick up the Touch and they're dead. I would be extremely pissed. Now over here at Best Buy, the guy hosting the demo for me, he was extremely polite, extremely helpful, and extremely informative on the touch controllers and everything that was able to do. He recommended that I try out Unspoken. It was a pretty cool game. It looked very nice. The effects, the particle effects was, very intense and very, well done. The fireball and everything like that. I did not like how I had to throw the fireball. I couldn't just throw. And in all honesty, like, I wanted to just throw, but then I kept thinking the fact that I had this controller in my hand, and the way it wasn't like I threw a ball, like, you know what I mean? It was more like a flick with the finger, you know what I mean? Like I had to flick it and then release the finger at the very right moment. And that takes a little bit getting used to. And I think also I don't like that. I'm sorry, Insomniac. I really wish you guys would have went something where I got a gun. I want to shoot shit. I'm going to play the game because I get it for free with the order of my Touch. So I'll give you guys more. Maybe after I played a little bit more. No, I won't even lie to you guys. I'll play it a little bit more, but I highly doubt I'll ever like it. It just didn't feel comfortable to me. Not the viewing, just the control in the hand. Just didn't. That game didn't do justice to it. But I definitely want to look forward to. I want to look forward to games where we have guns. That grip, the way that grip was in my hand, felt really nice. You know what I mean? Except for that little short, I wish it was just a little bit longer. But other than that, everything else felt really, really nice. So you guys, that is my first impression of the Oculus Touch. I'll go into more details, and you guys will see me playing it come December 6th, whenever I get it after December 6th. And it should be, a lot of fun. All right, thanks for joining me.